What's up, Kingdom fam? Um, there's this passage in Exodus 33. Um, Everybody knows about this. People are, in fact, obsessed about this. I'm going to go ahead and read it real quick. Uh, uh, Take it from 18. Then Moses said, I pray you, show me your glory. And he said, I myself will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will proclaim the name of Yahweh before you, and I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I will show compassion on whom I will show compassion. And but he said, you cannot see my face, for no man can see me and live. Then Yahweh said, behold, there is a place by me, and you shall stand there on the rock, and it will come about while my glory is passing by that I will put you in the cleft of the rock and cover you with my hand until I have passed by. Then I will remove my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. There's this little part of confusion I didn't actually clear up on how he proclaims the name of Yahweh while Yahweh himself is going to be passing by. I'm not here to clear that up. I think there's a type of judgment, the final judgment, that is pictured so clearly here. Um, and I think people might be debating about this, but I think this is actually El Rion or Elion, like the Father. This is the Father. It's because he said, "You cannot see my face, for no man can see me and live." When only like 2 or 3 chapters later, Joshua was thought to have seen the Lord of hosts, or I'm sorry, commander of the Lord's armies, which is most probably the Son of God, pre-incarnate Jesus. And then there was this time that Yahweh appeared to Abraham in Genesis, and then just before he wrought destruction on Sodom and Gomorrah, there was this weird text where it said Yahweh from heaven sent fire to Yahweh right here, something along those lines. But I think it's important for this to work, that this is the Father, and the rock that he put Moses in is, what rock typically means. It's Jesus. Jesus is the rock that was struck twice 2 chapters later. Um, the rock, the salvation, that's typified by Jesus. And notice how it says, I will put you in the cleft of the rock. You see, it's only God. It's the Father that reveals the Son to you. And it's the Father who puts you in Jesus. And Jesus is the only person who can protect you from the judgment, the righteous judgment of God, by being in him. Nobody else can save you. Nothing else can save you. And this last part, I don't know if a lot of people thought about it, but and cover you with my hand until I have passed by. That is crazy. You know how the glory of God permeates everything, and it makes me think he could be in heaven, but there should be no reason why God's glory doesn't reach here, right? So something is covering the glory of God from destroying us, because we cannot appear before God right now, not in our sinful state. We would die, like he said. It makes you wonder, right? Is hell really, or the burning lake of fire? It must be the presence of God's glory, but you're naked instead. I don't know. Hell is not hell is not a separation from God like a lot of people say. There's just one aspect of God that you're going to be exposed to for all of eternity, and that's his wrath. And you cannot survive that. I was recently an annihilationist, but I'm slowly coming back into conditional, or what do you call it? Just eternal suffering. It makes more sense. It makes more sense actually for my Christology to work out. Because if Jesus is supposed to take the eternal punishment or the rightful wrath of all sins that um, um, all sins that require eternal punishment, then he needs to be God to swallow or to consume that infinite punishment onto himself. Him being sinless makes um, him being sinless makes him a wonderful candidate for being a pleasing aroma to God. But him being a God uh, makes him an eligible candidate to take all the suffering and punishment and wrath and the curses all at once, carry it on himself, and come back as God, unscathed, um, and with all authority and power. But thank you for listening to me, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love you all.